Hey, what's up? And today I'm going to be talking about some news that we actually got about the Batman movie, and that it's been in development for a while now, and there is a lot of news about the script and what's going on with the movie altogether. Anyway, let's not waste any time. Let's get into it. So the Batman movie there's been a lot of news released about it, obviously, especially after the Batman v Superman movie. There was a lot of speculation about the Batman movie and what Affleck's role in it is. And it was actually rumored he would be directing the movie and that he would be working on the script with Jeff Johns. We all know, I guess, how that turned out when Affleck said he was not going to be doing that anymore, obviously. And so many people were worried that the Batman movie was pretty much gone and that they'd actually have to wait a while to even have anything. And when he really wasn't saying much, it was when people lost a lot of hope about the movie, but started regaining when they were actually looking for a new director. And it was announced, I think, in like February or something around there like that. And it was obviously announced that Matt Reeves, the director who made the Apes trilogy, obviously with him being named the director for the Batman movie, he was hounded with questions and obviously still being talked about in these interviews about his movie, his newest Apes movie or whatever. He's been asked about it. I really kind of feel bad for him because he was promoting the Apes movie and he's getting asked about the Batman movie, which he hasn't even really started. But I'm sure he expected it when you take out something that big. But anyway, when he was asked about it in an interview, he said, this is a quote, so no, it's a new story, it's just starting again, I'm excited about it, I think it's going to be really cool. So obviously with him saying that, he's going to be a new script and that he will be not using the original one, which I'm fine with because he did say that it was a Noir-style Batman and would focus a lot on his detective side, which does open up the possibility of other villains and possibly even under the Red Hood story live action, which I think that would be really cool. I think a lot of people want that too. I think we'll possibly eventually get it, but which we know from BVS that Zack Snyder actually set it up so we can maybe do it. So that was cool. Zack Snyder set it up, so there is always the possibility of doing that. But with all this news, people are talking about with Reeves taking away the script and he's going to be doing his own. We might not see Joe Manganiello, I'm pretty sure that's how you say his name, who's actually playing, or supposed to be playing Deathstroke. He could actually not be the main villain or a villain anymore. And that is cameos, because I'm pretty sure he had like a Justice League cameo or something like that, are most likely going to be cut because of the new script taking its place, which is actually kind of sucks. But I feel like they'll be able to fit him in somewhere in another movie like Suicide Squad or something like that. I think they'll be able to do that maybe. But with obviously his cameos being cut or most likely cut, and the new script taking his place, it's kind of hectic, and I don't know really what's going to go on with him. But with some of the news dropped about the movie, leave your thoughts in the comments below because I think it's going to be cool, and what you think about Reeves taking on the movie and what villains you'd want to see in the movie. Also, leave a like to show your support, subscribe to turn on my notifications to never miss a video, and stay up to speed on all of the news that is being released, especially in the next week with Comic-Con and all that. And as always,
One last question. not related to Planet of the Apes, but the Batman. Is there anything you can tell me?
You know, I'm just starting. So there's no, we're just beginning. These movies are so intensive that I literally only finished this movie about 10 days ago. And now suddenly we're traveling and trying to, let the world know about it. But I will say that one of the reasons I was drawn to it is I had a similar fascination to Batman when I was young that I had with the Ape series, which I was obsessed with. And I see a parallel emotionally between Caesar and Batman in that they're both characters who are tortured and trying to sort of grapple with within themselves to find the way to do the right thing in a very imperfect and to some degree corrupt world.
No guns, no killing. Said no guns.
And so it's really that emotionality that I'm interested in. I want to do a very point of view driven, this film and all the films, what I try to do in an almost Hitchcockian sense is use the camera and use the storytelling so that you become the character and you empathize with that point of view. And I think there's a chance to do an almost noir-driven detective version of Batman that is point of view driven in a very, very powerful way that hopefully is going to connect you to what's going on inside of his head and inside of his heart.
I will finish it.
Sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence.